This is not a 50 Shades video. 50 Shades of Nope? This is not the video where I talk about how 50 Shades is a super obvious piece of Twilight fanfiction. 50 Shades of Lame. This is not where I talk about how 50 Shades is basically porn, and porn is one of the most destructive things you can willingly put into your life. 50 Shades of Why Would You Do That to Yourself? This is definitely not the video where I talk about how bondage enthusiasts don't like 50 Shades of Grey, because they can easily see that nobody's dignity is being preserved in this story. 50 Shades of Wow, that's telling. Also, I feel really weird being like the only Catholic vlogger who's talking about consent and dignity in BDSM, so that's weird. My mother watches this. And I'm not even gonna spend time talking about parts of the story where she's like kicking him to make him stop, and so he threatens to tie up her legs. 50 Shades of Rape. And this isn't even the video where I talk about other pieces of art and literature that are so much better and so much sexier than 50 Shades of Grey. And how they're sexier because they hit you on more than one level. 50 Shades of Pablo Neruda. 50 Shades of Gustav Klimt. No, this is the video where I talk about what you should do when stuff like 50 Shades gets popular. I'm Steve the Missionary, and I'm coming at you on location from my friend Kat and Adam's apartment. There's something that bugs me about the way Christians act when unchristian things become really popular in pop culture. They act like it's never happened before. OMG, Beyonce's halftime show was super scandalous, whatever shall we do? OMG, yoga pants are like the path to super unclean unchastity. Baby got back, leg gasp. Seriously, there was like a super Christian backlash against Baby Got Back. And like, I've danced to that song with my parents at weddings. It's like Christians are somehow shocked by the fact that the world isn't perfectly moral and not everyone is perfect, and as if this is a new development in history. They seem to think like there was this perfect time in the past where there were zero moral problems in any part of entertainment or culture. And that's just not true. Listen up, people, we live in a fallen world. It hasn't been perfect since like 5 minutes after the very beginning. What? And it's not getting worse, it might be getting better. So our job when highly immoral stuff happens isn't to freak out and run around like our hair is on fire. One, because the only thing that does is give people free publicity, and two, because that's what crazy people do. Our job is to calmly but strongly remind people how bad this stuff is for them. You know how when your dad told you not to wear the plaid tux to prom? And then you go making the world better and more life-filled and more Christ-like. And this can be as complex as teaching your children the difference between right and wrong and making your own art, or it can be as simple as making the insane decision to go see another movie. I'm serious. I'm gonna give you a list of a bunch of movies right now that you can watch instead of 50 Shades of Grey. Let's start with the movies that are out right now. There's The Last 5 Years, which features Anna Kendrick singing while making out with a dark-haired guy in a convertible. How come that movie isn't in the news? I've been told that Old Fashioned is a movie that you could see. I'm usually not a big fan of cheesy Christian movies, but I'm hoping that this one's actually good. Mostly because I'm about to lose a bet, and that would mean I'm forced to watch the movie. I mean, what else is there? There's American Sniper, there's a SpongeBob movie, you could sneak a beer into Jupiter Ascending, that'll be fun. You could watch Imitation Game with that Bendy Snatch Candy Crutch, Bender Snatch Cumberbund, Buttercup Andamorph, Bombadil Rivendell, Booby Trap Curdy Snitch, Bumber Shoot Cul-de-sac. You know what, you could even stay home and watch Star Wars Episode 1. Yeah, Episode 1. That's how much I don't want you to see 50 Shades. Also, you should be reading your Bible. I told you like 4 days ago to read a bunch of the Bible. Have you done that yet? Also, happy Valentine's Day. St. Valentine was like a freaking awesome dude, and we should all enjoy ourselves. I'll see you next time. Also, erotic Twilight fanfiction is literally the lowest form of literature. Like, please, show some self-respect. I took a really big bite of that apple.